Good evening. I'm Arnold Miyasaki, and welcome to the fifth session of AG194X. Focus on Agriculture 194X is a one-credit course offered by your College of Agriculture, Forestry, and Natural Resource Management, University of Hawaii at Hilo. This class comes to you live each Thursday evening at 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. from the television studio located in the Mookini Library on the University of Hawaii at Hilo campus by way of Phipps and your local cable community service channel. The objective of this class is to inform you of the various aspects of diversified agriculture. This semester we are focusing on cooking various dishes, emphasizing local agricultural commodities. Before we go on, we have some announcements. The recipes the students have to turn in supposed to be before Friday, April 5th. And if we have the Elmo, you can either fax it or you can email it, or you can mail it to Dr. Fuji. Since we are coming to you live this evening at approximately 8 p.m., we will begin our question and answer period, where you in the viewing audience and those of you in the studio will have an opportunity to ask questions to our guest. I hope you don't change the channel and stay tuned to AG194X, Focus on Agriculture. We have a very exciting class this evening. We're featuring the HCC Food Service Program. And our guest is Mr. Alan Okuda, the instructor of the HCC program, and his students. Pele Kaio, he'll do Kanaka stew. Randy Phipps will do Papio and Papeote. Elke Silva will do Tuna Tofu salad. Chester Sims will do zucchini bread. Ryusaki will do lemon butter sauce. Joe Howe will do seafood cocktail sauce. And Mr. Okuda will do avocado sashimi. I'll let Mr. Okuda take over and begin.
Okay, well, good evening, folks. We've got some very exciting recipes that the students have prepared or will be preparing for you this evening. But first of all, we'd like to start out with Pele. Okay. Pele, you can go ahead and start. You guys can go sit down. So Pele, you'll be telling
you have at the HCC culinary program. How many students?
Right now we're running about 40 students.
40?
About 40, yeah. It's a little smaller class this year.
That seems to be big.
Oh, with the amount of preparation and cooking that we do, 40 is just about enough to get going. So Pele, you're going to be explaining what you're going to be doing in your stew, huh?
My dish is the Kanaka stew. Okay. First of all, you add oil to your pan and garlic. This is like just an example, so make pretend that it's cooking. So you heat it, the oil and the garlic, until it's like hot. Then you add your meat. You grab your meat, you drench it in flour. And then you add it to your pot. Okay, meanwhile, you like to cook your meat until it's brown on all sides. Okay. Looks like it's brown on all sides. Next thing, you add in your onions. And then a little water, just barely covering the meat. Then you simmer it until it's nice and tender. Looks nice and tender. Then you start adding in your vegetables. I got potatoes, cabbage, and carrots. And you mix it all up. Looks good. Then you grab your tomatoes. You like to cut them in half, then cut it quarterly. And then you add it in your pot. And then you simmer it until your vegetables look little soft and cooked. And then last but not least, you add in your cooked luau leaves. Then you mix it all up. And then you season it with salt and pepper to your taste, your own preference, if you like them salty or not. And that's about it.
So how long was your total cooking time from start to finish?
Yeah, about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, did you want to show the audience what your
yeah.
finished stew looks like?
And the finishing product is something like this.
There you go.
Ah. You smell them.
And weren't you going to let the class know which was your serving and which was theirs?
Oh, I don't think they're going to taste because it's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Pele.
Yeah.
Okay, that was quickly done. Okay, thank you very much. You can clean up your mess.
Okay.
Yeah. Next, we have Randy Phipps, who will be doing the Papio, Jack Crevel, and Papio. Only thing, we have a little problem. We couldn't catch any Jack Crevel today, so we'll be substituting mahi mahi. Okay, this is actually a takeoff of a classic French dish where the fish product is actually cooked or steamed in parchment paper. So Randy will be showing us the total preparation on this.
Okay, for the mahi-mahi that I'm be preparing tonight, you have to use a parchment paper either or tin foil. And about this long, so I'll fold it in half and cut it into a harp shape. Harp shape.
Oh, Randy, how did you get interested in cooking?
Well, I have a friend from a long time ago that encouraged me when I was younger, and he told me, you know, why don't you get into cooking? It's a job that you can never retire from because everybody needs to eat, and how much people or you folks go out to restaurants and eat and fast food restaurants. So that's how I kind of got interested. Next, you take canned Valgeline, which is a vegetable spray, very nifty, and you spray them down. Next, I have mahi-mahi, which I cut in 5 ounces fillets. Put them on like so. Then you take some pepper, sprinkle them just enough.
You notice Randy chose this dish because it's Valentine's Day.
You know?
So the dish is actually in a heart shape. But
And
that,
then you add some salt. Then next I have some onions that I finely diced. I mean not diced, but julienne, about actually smaller than julienne, in strips. Put them on like so. I have some celery that I also did the same into some strips. And then last, carrots. And then you put some butter. I have some country crock butter. Maybe about a teaspoon or so.
How did you come across this recipe?
My teacher, he was the one that said, this is a recipe that I would like you to do, and I was all willing for it. Then you put some baby crabs, which come from KTA. I mean, not baby crab, but baby shrimp. About a half cup. And then last but not least, I have some lemons that I sliced. And then what you do is you fold it over like this, and you crinkle all the sides around so none of the juices leak out. And sometimes if you can't seem to get it to stay together when you wrap it, you can use some paper clips to hold it in.
So how do you cook it?
You bake it at
bake it.
350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes, just like this. And when you serve it, you open it in front of the person that you're serving so all the wonderful aroma comes out so they can smell it. And that is
The
mahi
paper
mahi.
won't burn.
No, it shouldn't burn parchment paper for about 30, 35 minutes. So it should be good. So that's it. And that's my mahi mahi.
Okay, thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Randy. So this is a good way to, if you want to impress someone, and especially since it's Valentine's Day, maybe the audience can want to consider thinking of doing this for you.
And out of
Lovely.
magic oven. And this is what we have.
Take off all that.
Yep. Take this off as well.
Yeah, just take them off and show them. Randy has about 12 servings that he prepared family style for you.
And this is your finished product.
Oh, that looks real delicious.
That's good.
And there you go.
Let's put them in the front.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Randy.
Thank you.
Yeah, next we have Elke Silva. Elke is a second-year student at the community college. She should be graduating in May once she meets all her requirements. So she'll be doing a tuna tofu salad. Okay, as much as possible, as Arnold mentioned, we try to use as many local grown products and local caught items as possible. And if you notice, our many dishes will be using a lot of things from Waimea, Volcano, and throughout the islands.
Don't you have a cafeteria where you serve the public?
Oh yes, one of the best kept secrets in town is the HCC cafeteria on the lower campus. We're open Tuesdays to Fridays from 9 o'clock to 12:30. We've got all kind of goodies, local foods, hamburgers, locomocos. We do sandwiches. We have a gourmet dining room that's open this semester. Our prices start from $6 on up to about $9. So if you want a good, fine sit-down dinner, please come and try us. We also have a bake shop, and all the students do different types of baked goods. Okay, Elke, you want to tell us what you're going to be doing today?
Tonight I'm making a tuna tofu salad. First you drain the tofu for about an hour or so. Just, take it out of the container, drain it, and put it in a bowl or something. And then I'm going to cut it into bite-sized pieces.
Are you using the firm
Tofu.
or the more softer one?
I'm using firm tofu.
Firm tofu.
What are your plans after graduating?
I plan to find a job on the Waikoloa side. You arrange it on a platter. I'm just going to show you on a bowl, but
About how many people do you think this recipe would feed?
this would feed about 4 to 6 people.
And one serving for Pele, right?
One serving for Pele. Okay, I have a can. The recipe calls for a can of tuna that I drained well. And you just put it right on top the tofu.
Does it matter if you have a canned tuna that's in oil or water?
It doesn't matter. I used the tuna in oil, but I just drained it really well. I squeezed it out and strained it in a strainer. Okay, next you add in about 2 cups of diced Maui onion.
Can you use canned salmon for this recipe also?
Yes, you can. You can substitute. And then I'm gonna cut up tomato, wedge it. Oops.
Have there been a lot of accidents where students cut their fingers?
Oh, not very many.
I guess you teach them the right way to use the
Well,
knife. huh?
the first week or so, a lot of emphasis is spent on safety. And that's one of the requirements they have to complete before they can get into the kitchen. But we do have a lot of dangerous equipment in there. And so you really got to pay attention,
Okay, and you add this in. You kind of got to toss it around before you put all the vegetables together and you toss it around. And then I have some watercress here that I cut off the bottoms and just kept the top part because it's softer and nicer looking. And you just cut it into about 1 inch or so.
Is it the regular watercress or the hydroponics?
Yes, the regular watercress. And there's a salad oil dressing that goes over this. I have 1/4 cup. Oh, forgot the green onions. 1/4 cup shoyu. 3 tablespoons salad oil. I have also, let me see. Oh, red radishes also. That's about 1/4 cup. You add a 1/4 cup of shoyu and 1 tablespoon sesame oil and a tablespoon of salad oil and 1 tablespoon sesame seed, toasted sesame seeds. And I have a teaspoon of mirin, which is sweet rice vinegar. And mix it all up. Pour it over. And then just mix it all together. And here is my finished product. Oops.
Oh, you made enough for the class tonight, huh?
Yeah, enough for Pele.
No, you can have the one in a bowl.
Okay, so it's a very healthy and tasty dish, so, and it's very simply made, so if you want to try all the different local products, this is a good one to make at home. It's very simple. Yeah, thank you, Elke.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Chester Sims. Chester is also a second-year student at the community college, and he'll be doing our bread or dessert for this evening. It's called zucchini bread, and this recipe actually comes from a gentleman, old gentleman that I had the pleasure of meeting way back in the early 70s. His name was Manuel Nascimento. He was a security guard at the Hilo Lagoon Hotel. And late at night on his rounds, he used to bring some fresh zucchini bread for all of us to eat at the hotel. And this is a recipe that I'd like to have Chester share with you this evening.
All right. Let's start off by mixing our first 4 ingredients, which is our water, our oil, cup of oil, 4 eggs, and 2 cups of light brown sugar. We'll get this well mixed. After you mix that well, we'll add in our dry ingredients, which is 1 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, two teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3 cups of flour.
What's the reason for putting in baking powder and baking soda?
It adds to the rice.
And we'll get this mixed well.
What are your plans after you graduate, Chester?
I plan to go and work at the Hilton. Went down and worked with a couple of executive chefs and got our names known. So after that's mixed well, we add a cup of raisins. A cup of walnuts. And 2 cups of grated zucchini. And we'll get this mixed well.
If you're familiar with eating carrot bread, you should try using zucchini as a substitute, or even pumpkin makes an excellent bread. And that's one of the reasons why you need to add baking powder and baking soda. It counteracts the acidity in the product.
After you're done mixing it, just put it in a 9 by 13 inch pan, and you bake it for 45 minutes. And after you bake it for 45 minutes, this is what you'll get. This is the finished zucchini bread.
Oh, that looks good.
That's courtesy of our magic oven again.
Yep.
Good thing we have a magic oven here.
Right. You want to set it up front, Chester? Okay, thanks very much, Chester.
All right.
Well, put them in the front.
Where?
Front.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Ryusaki who will be doing a lemon butter sauce. Jay's been on before, so he's an expert at this. This lemon butter sauce we use for many different things, especially our seafood products. Our seafood products that we use at the college. Especially these items are featured with our dishes in the gourmet dining room. It goes with the mai, the sauteed mai, or maybe our scallops alla vita, or something of that nature.
Okay, you first start by melting your butter. You add a juice of 1 lemon. Some LNP sauce, about half a tablespoon. And some white pepper, just about like a dash. Also, we're going to be adding about 2 cups of water to this.
Is the audience familiar with our food service program down at HCC? Have you folks all been down there to try our different types of foods that we have? You folks should come down. Okay, if you guys think Marriott is good, you should come try our food service program. Prices are reasonable, the selection is great, plenty of food, and like they say, cheap tastes good and plenty. So really you should come down and try us, you know. We've got a wide variety of different foods that we feature.
So anybody can go down there.
Right,
And
it's
have
open
lunch.
to anyone, especially students. Okay, so and the prices are right within your price range too. Okay, and so a lot of the shop boys come and partake of our different foods. We have spam musubi and loco mocos and plenty rice, plenty gravy, and plenty hamburger. So if something you want to try, you should come try us.
So every day you have a different menu?
Yes, our menu changes every day. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the gourmet dining room is open from Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays only. And it's only on during the fall semester.
When you say gourmet dining room, what's
It's
in
a
there?
fine dining type of a sit-down dining where you go through the whole thing, whole courses, a soup, a salad, and you have your main dish and your dessert. It's for a set price. And some of the dishes that we are preparing tonight are featured in the gourmet dining room. This is one of the sauces that we use that Jay is preparing.
The sauce takes a while because you have to bring it up to a boiling to a boil. And in the meantime, I made a cornstarch slurry. It's 1 part of cornstarch and 1 part of water. You mix it all together. This will thicken up your sauce once it gets to boiling, though.
So how did you get interested in cooking?
I got interested in cooking. I started at the Mauna Kea Beach Hotel. I was a steward, though. It's where you wash dishes. And I got interested in watching them how to cook and basically started from there.
I guess cooking is better than washing dishes, huh?
Oh, yeah.
But Jay should tell your story of what was your chosen profession that you started out in before you came into cooking.
Before I started cooking, I went to the Hilo College of Ag. I was a tropical horticulture major. But it didn't work so well, so got into cooking instead.
So here's one top chef that we chose from College of Ag.
So what are your plans after you graduate?
Probably go out to Waikoloa side also.
As I mentioned earlier, our program is not as well known as Kapiolani or Leeward Community College or Maui or Kauai, but we do have some very top-notch graduates that come out of the program. The 3 instructors at the college are all former graduates. We've had 3 other graduates who are also instructors there. Most of the cafeteria managers on this island are graduates of HCC. Life Care Center, Haleanuinui, the food service managers are all our graduates. Quite a few restaurant owners are also our graduates here. So we've got people all over town, so it's not something where you should take lightly. You know, it's a very interesting and profitable career. So of course, it's hard work, and you've got to do a lot of studying, especially math, English. You do a lot of computation and calculations, so we got to get it right.
So it's not only knowing how to cook, but you got to know about the books.
Oh, definitely,
bookkeeping and
definitely. A
all
lot
that.
of people think you're just going to be coming to the food service program and just cook, but that's not the case. We've had students actually even put 1 pound of salt. Instead of putting a teaspoon or an ounce, they've actually put 1 pound of salt in a recipe of bread. Okay? Now, if you thought somebody could make something float, you try to put 1 pound of salt in your bread. We've actually had stuff like that happen. In fact, the students are the ones that do all the ordering, the food preparation, and even a cashiering. If there's a mistake in a food prep, nobody eats. So it's really important that everybody pays attention, follow the recipes, and really come in and do their job, because they have the job of feeding the public, the students, and the teachers. So they've got to come out perfect.
Okay, once it comes to the boil, you add your cornstarch slurry to it.
Jay, is there a difference between using cornstarch and water or flour and water?
Yes, if you thicken it up with cornstarch, it has a real nice shine to it. And if you thicken it up with just plain regular water and flour, it doesn't have that nice shine to it.
One of the components that the students have to complete before they graduate is sauce making. They have to learn how to make different sauces, soups, gravies, cook rice, pastas, and different items like that. They can't complete that successfully. They won't be graduating this semester.
And what, do they have to know how to make pastries also?
Well, that's one of the components, yes. Yeah. We do have a bake shop, and we bake cakes, pies, breads, jelly rolls, and all different types of fancy desserts. And that's this semester that they learn how to do that.
Once it comes thick enough, your sauce is done pretty much. And like Mr. Okuda said, you can add it to any fish or anything actually you want.
And how do you know that the sauce is done, Jay?
You can tell when it kind of coats your spoon. Kind of like
You
this.
think that sauce will pass proficiency?
Probably won't, because Mr. Okuda is really strict about our sauces being perfect.
So it has to have a certain thickness.
Yeah, it has to have a certain consistency to be considered a sauce. Okay, and if the students cannot complete it correctly and go out in industry and work for someone, and the sauce is not correct, they'll come back and tell us that, didn't you teach the person correctly? So it's really important that they leave knowing the right procedure. And this is one of the critical areas, sauce making is very important. Okay, thank you, Jim.
That'll do it. Leave them there.
Yeah, just leave it. Anybody have any questions on sauces? Or why we particularly do anything for right now? Any questions? Okay, go ahead, sir.
What was the name of that sauce exactly?
This particular sauce, this one here, this is a lemon butter sauce that we try to use for different seafood products.
Are we going to be sampling that?
You'll be sampling with everything that we prepared for you tonight. Okay, so hope you're hungry. They even got rice ready for us tonight. Okay, and we have Joe Howe, who will be doing a seafood cocktail sauce. Okay, this particular sauce we like to use with shrimp, crab, lobsters, any kind of shellfish or fish, or basically fried foods that you want to have a very tasty, tangy flavor too. Okay, this is our all-purpose sauce that we use. Let's go wipe that.
I kind of got drafted into this.
Oops. Okay. They said coordination strikes every 20 seconds, but you've got to be in the right spot for that.
Joe, how did you come into this program?
I needed to get a job.
It's a good excuse.
That's a good field.
Well, Joe, I'll have you know, Joe is the person that protects you up at Hilo Hospital. When you're ever up there in an emergency or you need assistance, Joe is the man up there.
Don't everybody run up there now.
See, if you notice, our students go from a wide range of ages, you know, from very young to very middle-aged like me. Huh?
Too easy, cuz. I'm not there though. My recipe for today is called seafood cocktail sauce. And I cheated on this because I've got everything prepared already. First you add a cup of ketchup.
Does it matter which type of ketchup?
I guess as long as it's red.
We like to say, as long as it's on sale.
See what?
There you go.
And then next we have alien pea sauce, about a tablespoon of it.
What kind of sauce is that?
Alien pea.
Worcestershire sauce.
Oh,
Sauce.
okay.
And a little bit lemon juice. And we add a little bit minced celery. And last, well, not last, a little horseradish. Then about a cup of onions.
This sauce, in what dish do you use it mainly?
Well, basically, it's a cocktail sauce, so it's like a boiled shrimp, crabs, seafood cocktail. This particular recipe was originated at the Hilo Lagoon Hotel in the early 70s. This is one of the recipes that I used at the Paniolo Steakhouse. I don't know if any of you remember. On the top of the Hilo Lagoon Hotel, there used to be a steakhouse there, and that was called the Paniolo Steakhouse. But that was in the early 70s, so I think a lot of you folks weren't even around during the early 70s, huh?
Excuse me.
So not wanting to post-date myself, but you're going to have to double up the recipe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, double up the recipe. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and double it up. Just pour that in there, make a new batch. So what Joe is going to be serving his cocktail sauce with is a mixture of onion rings, fish sticks, and mozzarella cheese sticks. So I'm sure you're going to be enjoying this, okay? It goes particularly well with with fried foods and any type of seafood that you might have on handy. I don't know about opihi, but everything else goes pretty well with this.
Goes really good.
So he's going to be doubling up the recipe because we've got quite a bit of items to eat.
And I'm sure the students won't go out of here hungry.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy tonight's dishes. Even if you can get some of the Kanaka stew from Pele, away from Pele, you know, it should be very tasty. You know, actually, cooking is it's a complicated art, but actually it's very simple if you follow the different recipes, procedures, and menus that are put out today.
And make sure you follow that recipe.
That's correct. Follow directions, especially the amounts. We had a woman make salsa for about 1,000 people at one time, and instead of using 2 tablespoons of chili pepper, she used 2 cups. So we had salsa for 1,000-something people that was super, super hot. You know what the strange part about it, but everybody enjoyed it. Though. But imagine throwing away a product for 2,000 people because you're using the wrong calculations. Okay, so this is Joe House seafood cocktail sauce. Okay, you can set it up front. Okay, well, I'm supposed to be doing the last dish for you, and what it's called is avocado sashimi. Actually, it's not very complicated, but I'm a fisherman and I go out deep sea trolling every week, and you're not going to be catching fish in Hawaii or Hilo every time. And a lot of times when you come home bald-headed. Bald-headed means you don't catch anything. Okay, and one of the classic dishes or food items that I like to serve is called, okay, it's called ice poke. Okay, the students laugh because, you know, they know I don't come home with fish all the time. Huh? Now, where's, oh, there we go. I lost the avocados. Okay. Avocado sashimi because we'll be using avocados instead of sashimi. We didn't catch any fish, right? We didn't catch any papio. We didn't get any ahi. So what we'll be doing tonight is using avocados for a sashimi. How many of you have actually tried eating avocados with a mustard soy sauce? Nobody. Nobody has actually been brave enough. Well, besides Pele. Pele eats everything. So if you haven't tried using the mustard soy sauce, I'll be setting a new trend in the state of Hawaii today, because if you're not familiar eating this with mustard soy sauce, you're going to be in for a treat. It's very tasty. Okay? And the bad part about choosing this dish is there's no avocados right now. Okay, these are actually California avocados, I believe, and they're not very good. But anyway, you should have a taste of what I'm talking about. And I went ahead and pre-cut them already.
Do you still have your fishing boat?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
How often do you go fishing?
Well, I try to go every Sunday as often as possible. Oh, by the way, I'm the owner of K's Lunch Center. You folks familiar with that restaurant in Hilo? We serve Korean chicken.
I think everybody knows that restaurant.
Oh, well, anyway. I'm supposed to be one of the owners there, but...
I was always going to ask you, who's a better cook, you or your wife?
Well, okay.
But maybe you shouldn't answer that.
Well, no, I'll answer that for you. Because when I was the executive chef of the Hilo Lagoon, Hilo Hawaiian, Kona Lagoon hotels, everyone used to mention to my wife that, oh, by the way, you're Alan's wife. And she used to say, yeah. But now her name's on the restaurant. It's K's Lunch Center. Everybody asks me if I'm Kay's husband. See how quickly they forget, huh? Okay, this is very simple. Anybody can do this. Okay, just don't cut your hand while you're cutting the avocados. But the trick to this is to cut this and slice this as thinly as you would sashimi. And of course, you want to artistically arrange this on your platter. I'm not doing too good of a job, but and then you try this with the mustard mayonnaise sauce or mustard mayonnaise, and you're gonna say, why didn't I think of this before? Okay, it's an excellent dressing. Actually, I was planning on bringing another sauce for you tonight, and that was called bug juice. Now everybody knows what bug juice is, right? No? Okay, that's for another show then. Oh, Pele knows again. Bug juice is basically shoyu vinegar, okay, black pepper, okay, some people put a little sugar inside, and you eat that with, goes good with avocados too. Mangoes, okay, lychee, any kind of local fruit that you got here. And I understand Derek Karisu is trying to market that at KTA one time and had people come in and ask for bug juice. But you folks remember President Mortimer, who was our UH president a while ago before President Dubell came in? And one of the things that we used to always feed him when he came in was a dish using green papaya marinated in bug juice. And all these years, he thought he was eating pickled green mango. He didn't realize that what he was eating was actually papaya, and that was marinated in the bug juice. Okay, this papaya, this one's no good. Oh, this one too. Oh, so much for the sashimi tonight, okay? But anyway, I'll use a spoon and cut it up for you a little later on, okay? But you've got to come and try this with the mustard, the shoyu mustard sauce. Okay, so anybody have any questions on what the students have done this evening? Not the students back here.
But you didn't say the amount of shoyu and...
Well, basically, it's basically to your taste. So I usually use a tablespoon of mustard with a teaspoon of water, and then you add the shoyu according to your taste. If you want it really strong shoyu, you put more.
So it's just shoyu and mustard?
Shoyu, dry Coleman's, mustard, and water.
Oh, not mayonnaise, huh?
No, sorry, no mayonnaise.
Okay.
Okay, that's another sauce. Okay. Any questions? Everybody's ready to eat?
Okay, I guess it's time for the question and answer, and if anybody on the other islands or on this island want to call in, we have the phone number. Well, you can call in the number. We have a call? Okay, could you call, tell me where you're from and give me your question?
Hi, I'm from Hilo, and I'd just like to say congratulations to all the students that came out and did a wonderful job in showing us what food service is all about. You're great. You did a good job. Thank you.
Thank you. If you want to call in, you can call this number, 974-7726 or 961-9046. No question? Okay, could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Hello.
Hello?
I have a question on
Okay.
that zucchini bread. How many minutes, I mean, not minutes, how, let me see, 45 minutes in the, to cook it in the oven, but it didn't say how many, what the temperature was.
You wanted to know how many minutes in the oven?
Right, and the temperature.
Oh, the temperature. The zucchini bread?
350,
Right.
and you bake it for 45 minutes to an hour.
You got the answer?
45 to an hour. And how many
Does that
degrees?
answer your question?
Yeah, but how many degrees in the oven? I mean,
I guess it did. How many, could you repeat it again? How many degrees in the oven?
It's 350 degrees, and you bake it for 45 minutes to an hour.
Could you turn on your microphone?
no.
350 for 45 minutes to an hour.
350, okay. And another question, let me see. How much oil and how much water?
It was 1 cup water, and no, 3/4 cup water and 1 cup of oil.
Okay, got it.
Right on.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you give me your name, where you're calling from and your question?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, this is Manny Burries from Hilo. I had a question on, you know that salad that girl made, the first girl?
The tuna salad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of shoyu was that you used in that?
I use Aloha Shoyu.
Oh, I think it would taste a lot better if you wouldn't put on those gloves.
Oh, thanks, sir.
Health reasons. Yeah.
Thank you.
Reason, sanitation reason.
Thank you. Okay, there's another call on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give you your question?
Hi, I'm calling from Hilo Intermediate School, and I just want to thank all of you for being such a great example to our students. I'd like to invite all of you out to share your talent with our students on March 6th at our Career College Explorations Day.
Is that at Hilo Intermediate?
Yes.
Got the
And
date?
we just want to invite Alan and all the rest of the students there to come out and share their experiences with our children.
Okay,
I hope you can make it, Alan.
If the person can give us a call or send us a letter about the event, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, we have another caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Yes, I'm calling from Nanakuli, Oahu,
Oh,
and I wanted to ask a question on the Kanaka stew.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Pele. How long did it take you for cook your meat?
45 minutes.
And is it tender or?
Too tender.
It looks really old though.
Excuse me?
It does look really good.
Oh, yeah. It tastes good too.
And by the way, you folks are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'm so proud of you, Pele.
Oh, it's my mother. Hi, Mom.
There's another caller on the line. Can you tell me where you're calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, tell me where you're calling from and give me your question, please.
I'm calling from KL.
Go ahead.
Yeah, where can you find the recipes from?
We'll be making a cookbook, and at the end of the semester, it'll be ready. And you can give Dr. Fuji a
Where
call.
will it be available?
It'll be available in May. And the address is in the Elmo, where you can contact Dr. Fuji.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Is there any questions from the audience? Oh, there's a caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from? And
I'm calling from Hilo,
okay.
and I'd like to say congratulations to all the students. They did such a good job. And Pele, don't forget that there are others that need to eat. Remember, Mama. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Renee.
Is there any questions from the audience?
Yeah, I had a question about the lemon butter sauce for the seafood. Just how much oil and how much water? 1 cube of butter, how much oil and water?
There wasn't no oil in it, but there was pretty much like about 1 pound of butter.
That's all you're cooking up?
No, it had LMP sauce.
Oh, LMP sauce?
Water.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Yes, my name is Keone and I'm calling from Honolulu.
Hey,
Mr. Okuda, I wanted to know when the next food show would be.
The next food show will be April the 5th. And you're invited to come and attend and enter also.
Guaranteed, mister.
Guaranteed.
And we're going to have the same categories and everything. I just wanted to point out that all you guys did a great job.
Thank you,
Nice job.
Keone.
Right on.
Keone's a former graduate of our program. He was on the show also.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me a question?
Hi, I'm calling from Honolulu, and I had a question about the lemon butter sauce. I wanted to find out how much butter is used in that sauce.
For this recipe, you use 8 ounces.
For this recipe, we use 8 ounces, but on the original recipe that we have, it calls for a pound of butter.
Could you turn on your mic?
Your mic not on.
You don't have a mic.
Or borrow somebody's mic. I'll read the recipe.
Well, I'll read the recipe for Jay.
I have the recipe on the Elmo.
Okay.
Just to could show it. Okay, there's another. In the meantime, there's another caller online. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Hello.
Hello?
I'm calling from Kauai.
Okay.
Avocado sashimi. Can you use ginger?
What was your question?
The avocado sashimi. Can you use ginger?
Oh yeah,
Ginger.
you can. You can add some ginger to that shoyu sauce if you want to.
Thank you very much. Sounds delicious.
Oh, it is?
Aloha.
Thank you. There's another caller on the line. Can you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Hello. My name is George from Hilo.
Okay.
And I was asking about you guys' bread. Are you guys serving that down at APC, or just recently, or no? I was wondering if you guys could come up to UH. No, I'm serious. You guys should come cook up here.
No, just come down to us.
I think you have to
No,
go down.
oh, okay. No, but yeah, you guys, good job. I just
Thank
want to say
you.
that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Oh yeah, I'm calling from Pan Eva, and my name's Kaio. I'd just like to say that a lot of the foods are nice, and especially the fish that my friend Randy over there made.
Hey, Kaio.
And
What's up?
a lot of the food was beautiful. I'm another cook. I just started at Halianui, and you guys doing a good job.
Thank
Right on, brother Kaio.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. There's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
I'm calling from Hilo.
Okay, go ahead.
What kind of stew was that?
What kind of stew was that?
Kanaka stew.
Oh, Pele, you look like you lost weight.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Okay.
You know who's this?
No.
James.
James.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Kolua, Kauai. I have one question about the Kanaka stew. What kind of meat is that?
Brisket and short ribs.
Brisket, what do you mean? Corned beef brisket?
No, beef brisket.
Would you substitute that for the corned brisket, or how would it taste?
Okay, same.
Same thing.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe you get meat.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
What's up? My name is Kaylee, and I'm calling from Kanaka. And I was just thanking everybody for having this wonderful show. We always watch it, and we never miss any show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could we go through the dishes? They're going to show it and we explain each dish. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, explain your stew.
Huh?
Explain your stew, your sauce.
Zucchini bread, zucchini bread.
What's that dish?
Wait, that's your zucchini bread?
How you make them? Again?
Yes. Okay, for the zucchini bread, read out the ingredients.
Yeah, just
We had mix 3/4 cups of water, 2 cups of brown sugar, cup of oil, and 4 eggs. We'll get that mixed well, and then we'll combine all our dry ingredients, which is the salt, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the cloves, the flour, baking soda, and baking powder. We'll get that mixed well, and then we'll add our nuts, which is 1 cup, 2 cups of zucchini, and a cup of raisins.
bake how long?
Okay.
We'll bake that at 350 for an hour.
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Can you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
This is Val from La Hoy. We would like to congratulate Justice Sims and all his food service friends.
Right on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there another caller?
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Bobby. I'm from Kilauea, Hawaii.
Okay.
And I stay looking you guys show. Hey, you guys stay right on. And you know, hey, happy Valentine's Day to you all.
Same to you, man.
Hey, Hawaii, how does do? He go good with the Hanale Poi or what?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Any boy.
Right on. Hey, guys, keep up the good work. Hey, yeah, and another thing. How that butter sauce went fast?
Brother, butter sauce and pass.
Easy.
Right on. Okay, you guys.
Take care.
And
There's another caller. Can you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Hello.
I'm calling from Hilo, Hawaii.
Cindy.
My name is Cindy. I would like to address a question to Randy. Randy, what did you put in your packets over your fish? I didn't get the recipe.
Okay, for what I put over my fish is 1 teaspoon of salt, and then a cup of would be a cup of carrots, celery, and onions, which I cut in strips, and I put baby shrimp, a half cup, a half teaspoon of black pepper, lemon slices, and I bake it for 30 to 35 minutes at 350.
Cindy, your dog barking.
Your dog, beat him. Bring him here. He can have some of Pele's stew.
You folks look great on television.
Cool.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Cindy. See you
Bye.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Tell me where you're calling from and give me your question.
Yes, I'm calling from Kauai. I know you make your zucchini bread. You also make banana bread, papaya bread, and the rest of the bread is using almost the same ingredients except the zucchini.
Yes.
And you can bake them in a small little bread pan, you know. And,
Yes, you can. You can do it that way, and it'll look more like bread instead of a cake.
Right, yeah. So you know, it's you leave them in the same amount, 350 to about 49, 50 minutes in the oven, and that comes out pretty good. If you take them out sooner, it gets a little soggy. So it's got to be at least 50-something minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. You folks are doing a good job. I think more people should be doing things like you folks are doing right now. I congratulate you people for having the courage to go up and do those things.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay, we have another call on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Calling from Kauai.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to know about this stew. How much raw leaf do you use?
How much what? Raw leaf, okay.
About 1 pound.
Cook them first, then you throw them in.
Yes.
Huh?
Pre-cook.
Yeah, you pre-cook it first.
Okay. And the bread, I can have the recipe for the bread.
Sure. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 3-cup water, 3/4 cup of water, 2 cups light brown sugar, 1 cup oil, 4 eggs, a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup nuts. We use walnuts in this recipe. A teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoon baking soda, a teaspoon baking powder, 2 cups zucchini, we grated it, and a cup of raisins.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, there's another call on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question? Hello? Is the caller still on? I guess not. Is there any question from the audience again? Okay, there's a caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Hello?
Hello?
I missed the show, yeah, but I'd like to know what you guys are going to show tonight. You guys can go over all the recipes.
Well, if you want to know what they made, could you zoom in from the other camera, all the plates? And Alan, could you tell what they made, or the students, as they show it?
Right now they're showing the zucchini bread.
That's the mahi mahi Jack Corville.
That is a tofu tuna salad.
And that's a seafood sauce with all kinds of fish.
That's the lemon butter sauce that they're looking at right now.
And that's my Kanaka stew.
And that's Mr. Okuda's avocado sashimi.
For when you know catch fish.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me a question? Hello?
No.
Okay, there's another caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and I'll give you a question? Okay, there's a caller.
Hello.
Hello?
This is Desiree. I'm calling from Laplehoy. I'd just like to say the zucchini bread looks awesome, and you guys did a good job out there. Thanks.
Right on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Hello.
Hello?
Calling from Nanakuli, Hawaii.
Okay.
I need to know the ingredients that she made for the tofu salad, for the sauce.
For the sauce, you need 1/4 cup shoyu, 3 tablespoons salad oil, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, 1 teaspoon toasted sesame seed, 1 teaspoon mirin, which is sweet rice vinegar. And that's it.
Yeah, you can show the Elmo. We have the ingredients.
Thank you. You guys are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Guido from Hilo. I'd like to compliment the chefs on a job well done today for the Valentine's luncheon, that on buffet. The food was good. Brother Chester, he was on it. Randy, Elke, good job.
Right on, brother.
See you guys soon. Bye.
Right on, Sonny.
Is that all the students?
Hello.
That was my boyfriend.
Hello.
Okay, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me
Hello?
where you're calling from and give me a question?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Go ahead.
I have a question for Joe.
Okay.
Tell him whatever he made tonight, bring it to the medical center parking lot. And he and my coworker will have a feast in the parking lot when he giving tickets to the people who's not supposed to be parking there.
Hey, thanks, Amy.
Say hello to Alan too. Alan. And tell him to bring that avocado one too. Okay? We're going to be waiting, Joe.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Good work. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, there's another caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me a question?
Hi. This is David, and I was wondering how long you keep the soup on the stove.
Going Kanaka.
Stew.
Stew.
45 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other questions?
Hello?
Oh, there's another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me a question?
By the way, first thing, is your name Arnold?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have a question for Arnold.
Arusha Joe,
Yeah. By the way, Arnold, what is your last name?
Miyasaki.
Miyasato. Arnold?
Miyasaki.
Miyasaki.
Yes.
Okay, Arnold, I have a question for you, but I'm going to keep you for last. The first person I want to ask is Professor Alan Okuda. Professor Okuda, you call your avocado sashimi. Did you folks never catch a fish? That's why you never show fish?
That's right. We didn't catch it.
But normally you put a fish with the avocado.
No, normally just a fish.
Huh?
Just avocado.
Oh, because you slice them like sashimi. That's why you call it
Right, that's
sashimi
correct.
avocado.
And you use the mustard mayonnaise for the avocado.
Okay. And
Mustard
thank you for that.
Mustard shoyu.
I was kind of confused because usually sashimi, I thinking about fish,
Right.
and you was telling me sometimes you don't catch and all that. But another question is to Pele. You know, I used to be a cook down at Christmas Island, and this Hawaiian guy used to tell me to make Hawaiian stew. And only difference between the Hawaiian stew and the stew, the regular stew, is the Hawaiian stew. The guy told me, hey, I want to see what I eating. So they never put any thickener in there. Your stew, did you put thickener in your stew?
No.
No, okay. Then that's a real Hawaiian stew then.
Yeah.
Okay. And Professor Miyasaki.
I'm not a professor, so.
Well, anyway, since you teach in the class, so you're
just,
as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, Arnold.
Yes.
You know, when you gave the demonstration on slash and burn.
Yes.
Way back.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, okay. But you see, the old Hawaiians used to practice the same thing, slash and burn.
Yes.
And, you know, by the way, can I write to you at the same address as Dr. Fuji?
Yeah, you can write to me.
Because you're the only guy that know anything about slash and burn. And people think that's environmentally unfriendly, but to me it is very environmentally friendly. And I think that we would have to resort to that type of agriculture someday, because it's still being practiced in South America where you were.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, hey, by the way, whatever happened to Dr. Fuji?
Oh, he's still here. He's still alive. He got a terrible flu, and he lost his voice.
I saw him choking to death the other day. I thought he ate something wrong, you know, a bone or something. But he's all right, huh?
Yeah, he lost his voice. Hopefully, he can find it by next Thursday.
Yeah, but you're doing a good job, though, anyway. And keep up the good work. And thank you, Professor Okuda, and thank you, Pele, for your information.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, bye.
Bye. We have another caller on the line. Can you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Yeah, I'm calling from Kauai. The gentleman who made that my dish, can he also use halibut in that same recipe?
Yes, you can. Any white meat fish.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Not all of them.
Okay. Could you explain your dishes again?
Okay, what they're showing right now is mahi-mahi fillets. They're approximately 5 ounces each. I use a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of black pepper, half cup of baby shrimp, lemon slices. I sprayed the parchment paper with Valdeline, which is a vegetable spray, and strips of carrot, celery, and onion. And you cook it for 350 for 30 to 35 minutes.
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Can you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
This is Kaio from Curtis Town.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to ask Elke what kind of tofu is she using for the salad?
Hi, Dane. I used firm tofu.
You can use any other kind, any soft kind or...
Too soft, going to be mushy.
Okay.
Anything else, Dane?
No, I just wanted to say you did a good job.
Thank you, Dane.
Happy
Bye.
Valentine's Day, Elke.
Hi, Trace.
Hi.
I can hear my kids
Okay,
in the
we have another
background.
caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question? Hello? I guess got disconnected. Is there any... Oh, why don't we go ahead and continue the dishes?
Okay.
Hi. Hey,
Okay, there's a caller.
I'm a little outspoken. I just wanted to ask you real quick. If I bought all the ingredients for that big pot of stew, what would it cost me? Thank you. Great program. I like this. Good luck.
Thank you.
Probably under $20.
Under
Should
20.
feed about 8 to 10 people.
Or one Pele.
Get there and get specials.
Could you continue on dishes? Okay.
Right there's a tuna tofu salad. The ingredients is 1 piece tofu, 1 can of tuna strained, 2 cups sliced or diced Maui onions, 2 small tomatoes wedged, a 1/4 cup green onion chopped, 1 small bunch of watercress, which I only used the tops of, I didn't use the bottoms, and a 1/4 cup of red radish sliced. Then there's a dressing for it. That's 1/4 cup shoyu, 3 tablespoons salad oil, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, 1 teaspoon toasted sesame seed, and 1 teaspoon mirin, which is a sweet rice vinegar. You cut the tofu into bite-sized pieces. You arrange it on a platter. Arrange the tuna on the tofu. Mix all the vegetables together, and then arrange on the tuna and tofu. You mix the seasoning, shake well, and pour over the salad.
Okay, how about the next dish?
Joe, that's you.
This is a seafood cocktail sauce. It's made from a cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons celery minced, 1 tablespoon L&P sauce, a small onion diced, 2 teaspoons lemon juice, and a tablespoon of horseradish.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question, please?
Yes, I'm calling from Hilo, and I was wondering, you know the fish sticks and the cheese sticks next to the seafood sauce? Did you make that too, or did that come from the freezer?
What was the
No,
question?
that was frozen. So we deep fried it.
Oh, so it's frozen, then you just deep fried it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, could we continue with the dishes?
Okay, that's the lemon butter sauce. It's made from 1 pound of butter, a juice from 1.5 lemons, a dash of white pepper, 2 cups of water, a tablespoon of L&P sauce, and about 5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and about 5 tablespoons of water to that cornstarch.
Okay, the next dish.
Okay, this is my lovely Kanaka stew. It contains 3 pounds of stew meat, 1 pound of cooked taro leaves, 1 pound of carrot, some flour, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 onions, 1 cabbage, 4 tomatoes, and 2 to 3 potatoes. Oh, and a teaspoon rock salt, which is Hawaiian salt.
Okay, is there any question from the audience? Okay, we have a caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question?
Hello, I'm calling from Pahoa, and I was wondering, you know, the lemon sauce,
Yes?
what can you use it for? Can you use it for salads or like pork or
fish, bro?
Ice cream?
Probably can't use it for salads, but you can use it for fishes, fish dishes, or any seafood. Oh, you can also use it for chicken.
What do you just like pour it on top of any kind of meat or something?
Yep.
How do you cook the meat?
Any way you want. Depends how you like to cook.
Fry them.
So it's good for
Like
anything
lemon
then?
chicken.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Would it continue with the other dishes?
Sashimi.
Well, that's the no-catch fish dish substitute, which is the avocado sashimi. So whenever you don't catch anything, you want to serve something that's very tasty using mustard shoyu. Try slicing up some ripe avocados and eating it with your sashimi sauce instead. And you should be pleasantly surprised, okay? It's very tasty. Thank you.
Oh, we have a caller?
Yes, what kind of reduction are you using for your butter sauce?
Just regular beef stock. We did it with no reduction.
No reduction?
Yeah. Who did the sauce? Me. Oh.
No reduction.
Do you usually use it or not?
No, we didn't use it.
No, but do you usually use it or not?
Yes, on certain sauces, yes, but not tonight's sauce.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, there's another caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question, please?
Yeah, I'm calling from Hilo. I want to know what time does K's open?
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Oh, Tuesdays to Fridays it's 6 o'clock. Saturday, Sunday we open at 5 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, early birds.
Okay, there's another caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me your question, please?
No.
Hello? Go ahead.
I'm calling from Nanakuli.
Okay.
I want the Kanaka stew. I want to talk to Pele. Kaio.
Hi, Papa.
Thank you very much. I like all your posts. Happy Valentine. And make sure your heart is still there yet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, Pele is some family.
There's another caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me a question, please?
Coming from Hilo.
Go
I
ahead.
wanted to know, how come the cornstarch, he pours it in slowly? Because of the thickening, it'll get thick too fast if he pours it in one time.
Yep.
For that lemon butter sauce.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there's another caller. Could you tell me where you're calling from and give me a question, please?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, I have a question on the zucchini bread.
Okay.
Can you repeat the recipe, please?
Okay, it's...
Sure. You ready?
Yeah.
I have it. I'll put it in an Elmo.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Can you see it?
Right down.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right on.
Is there any other... no callers. Any questions? Okay. I want to thank Alan Okuda and his students for presenting the cooking and all the dishes that they made. And for next week, we'll have the A+ leaders of Kapilani School coming on. And so we'll see you all next week, and hopefully Dr. Fuji is going to be fine. And he'll be back. Okay? Thank you.